For the past week and a half, I've been enjoying my time on my 6'9" build. I told you about my 6'3", I told you about the 6'10s, even my 6'6". I even told y'all in my 6'6" videos, they did kind of nerf the 6'8s and 6'9", but not too bad. They're playable to use. You just gotta know what you're doing on those builds. And they can be very fun builds that you can literally do almost everything on. Now, as long as you make the build the right way, you're gonna enjoy playing on these tall builds again like it used to be in 2K23. And for me getting used to the dribbling on these bigger builds, it's very similar to me dribbling on my 6'6", just a little bit slower, just a little bit. But once you get the hang of it, you can really go crazy on these builds. And when it comes to the dribbling, I can get the same exact 6 that I get on my 6'6", but the only thing I do not get is the Jamal Murray behind the back. Now, you still can choose James Harden like I did. Only thing different with this is my actual escape. Since I can't get Kemba or Trae Young escape, I can use Kevin Durant and Jimmy Butler escape. And then with this build, as me being 6'9", we already know the 6'6" builds can shoot over people, or the 6'8s. The 6'9s, they get crazy. I don't know if it's my height, or I don't know if it's my jump shot that's getting them not being able to contest me as much, but as to the jump shot I'm using Malcolm Brogdon, Oscar Robertson, Tari Eason, 66, 34 max speed. Now, if you got T-Mac and you like using T-Mac base, use T-Mac. But I'm more of a Malcolm Brogdon actual base user, so I'm going to use Malcolm Brogdon. But if you want to use T-Mac, use it. But let's hop into my Blur builder if I can show you this two-way Phenom build. Now, as it is build being a small forward, you can make it a shooting guard, making a power forward, but I prefer shooting guard and small forward. 6'9", 188 pounds. You can go 185 if you want to. And 7'3" wingspan. You have to go 7'3" wingspan so you can get all those badges at 88 and also be able to unlock certain jump shots. Now look, the pass accuracy is going 75, the ball control is at 80. As of having that 80 ball control, you get unpluckable on silver. If you cool with just having unpluckable on silver, I'm gonna show you what the build look like with unpluckable on silver and how much you gain without having it on gold. Now, as we end up putting my post control, I put it at 92 so I can get it on gold. That's the only big difference on this build versus the build I'm about to show you right after this. And then the one after that is going to show you the one with the contact dunk. So if you want to go crazy with the contact dunks, hey, I got a build for you. But as of the driving dunk, I'm rocking out with a 75 driving dunk. 75 driving dunk definitely can get the job done this year. All you got to end up throwing it on is that Klay Thompson dunk package, Luka Doncic athletic off one, and athletic hangs off one. You're Gucci. Those 4 dunk packages that can get you right off of just that. Now, as of the physicals, we're going to end up maxing out the speed. Actually, we're going to do 80 speed. 80 speed, max out acceleration. And then for the strength, you can do 72 or 73 based on what you're feeling if you really care about having physical handles. Silver physical handles get the job done no matter what. But I'm going to just say the vertical is going to be 74, so we can end up getting that chase down artist on silver. And then you can rock out with the 95 stamina, so you can end up getting handles for days, and you can get workhorse on silver. Now look, I want y'all to pay very closely to the shooting, as we're going to end up upgrading the mid-range to 88. I have a 92 post control. Remember the 88 mid-range, 92 post control. As you see the badges that we get post fade Phenom on Hall of Fame and midi magician on gold. These 2 badges together are broken. If you can get a 92 mid-range and a post fade Phenom 92 post control, or whatever 90 post control to get those both from Hall of Fame, you're going to be unstoppable, especially if you know when to do a back shoulder fade, same shoulder fade. You're going to be unstoppable when it comes to being in a post up, because it's going to be a dead eye shot or blinders every time you shoot the ball. But as of the defense on this build, you're going to see 85 perimeter, 85 steal. You got a 65 interior. You have to end up having your interior to 65 just because when you upgrade your steal in this build, it automatically pushes to 65. But when it comes to the block, you got a 78 block, so you get chase down artists on silver, and you'll be able to get anchor on bronze. But when it comes to the rebound, 78 rebounds, so you'll be able to get that box out beast and that pogo stick. And then you got a 76 offensive rebound. Now, you look at this build, you be like, okay, the shooting is good, the playmaking is decent, and when it comes to the defense, it's definitely checking out. But when you might see the finishing, like, the finishing kind of, it's cool, but as long as you know how to drive to the hole, you'll be all right. But now that I just showed you my 6'9" build I use, now if you're someone that does not care about having that post control, that unpluckable on gold, this is just with silver unpluckable. This is what you could do. You could do an 80 driving dunk, or you could do an 80 driving layup. But as it going to 80 driving layup, you do get pro touch, and you'll be able to get fearless finisher on silver. And then you can end up putting everything else for you don't burn too much things, for you be able to unlock more attributes. Now you got an 81 speed on this build, 74 strength, so you get bulldozer, and you'll be able to get physical handles on gold. Then the vertical is going to be still at 74 because it's no point in going to 75. You don't get nothing at 75 vertical because your dunks is not high enough unless you end up going to an 80 driving dunk to get a certain dunk package. But when it comes to defense, we got a slight difference, and it's only with the perimeter defense on this build. We get challenger on gold just because we went to 87. We could have did that on our other build where we had to sacrifice our actual defensive and offensive rebound on this build. And we already can tell by this build that you'll be able to get some stops. You definitely should be able to get a stop with a 6'9" that got 85, 87 perimeter defense, 85 steal. Got a little bit of interior, and it has a block. Now, as me upgrading this build, I'm gonna upgrade my rebound to a 77 so I can get that box out beast on silver. I would love to end up having an offensive rebound at least 60, but hey, this is the best you might end up getting unless you end up dropping your rebound to sacrifice to get that. But for the first build we end up making, it was a 3-level threat, but when you end up changing minor things, they end up changing name. You're now called a 2-way spot up threat on this build. Now, I was kind of confused. I was like, just by me making minor tweaks, I became a 2-way spot up threat versus what I was before. I got a higher perimeter defense, my layup is higher. Now they end up calling me a 2-way spot up threat. Now I'm extra confused. I thought I was gonna end up getting the name 2-way 3-level threat, but hey, that works as well. Now, if you're someone that's worried about dunking, you want to be able to get contact dunks on this 6'9" build, this is where the dilemma is going to be at. I know you might want the highest dunking ever to get the contact dunks, but hey, you could possibly get 89, but just know you got to sacrifice a little bit on defense. And that's what we're not trying to do with this build. As of everything else, we're going to make sure we got a silver unpluckable. We want to keep it at silver unpluckable for you to be able to get these contact dunks. And the contact dunks you're going to be able to get is contact dunks off 2. So all you need is an 87 driving dunk, 75 vertical to be able to unlock this. Now, as you pay attention, we got an 80 layup. If you don't care for having an 80 layup, you can drop it down to 78 because you are small forward, or you can end up dropping it to a 76 so you get acrobat on silver at least. But for the standing dunk, we want 40 standing dunk. Same as the shooting, same playmaking, but when it comes to the physicals are going to be slightly the same, but now we have a 75 vertical. But as of the stamina, we can end up stopping at 93. 93 is cool, but hey, if you got a little more room, hey, push it up. We can go to 97, we can go to 96, but I'm gonna stop at 96 because we still got to add defense to this build. Now look, you're gonna see the perimeter 85, still 85, but when it comes to the actual block on this build, it's gonna be the same that we've been using, 78. But now we're not gonna have a high offensive rebound. We're gonna literally have no offensive rebound on this type of build. Now, once I upgrade this, you're gonna see 85, 85, and then we're gonna have that 65 interior defense. And with this type of build on defense, you're gonna see that most of my badges are silver. You're gonna see a few bronze here and there, but they're mostly gonna be silver defensive badges. And silver defensive badges, they're not bad. Definitely not bad. You can definitely get the job done with a silver glove. You can get the job done with silver clamps. You can get the job done with anchor or chase down on silver, but I'm telling you now, you definitely can get a stop on this build. But being 6'9", 188 pounds, 7'3" wingspan, you definitely get the job done with a build just like this. Get to the hole, get contact dunks, shoot the ball, have every jump shot in the game almost with a 6'9", and also be able to shoot the 3 with a 79 3-pointer. And then with the ball control, you can get most of the dribble moves that you need to be able to go crazy on this game. Now, the big decision for y'all is the actual speed booster. Some of y'all might be cool with the speed booster on bronze. With me, I don't have a problem. But if you want speed booster on silver, you might have to go with the 6'8". And you can make the 6'8" very similar to this, but it's not going to have as many attributes versus what I have on the screen. But with this build, they're going to end up calling you a 3-level threat. Now, with this build, I definitely can see y'all go crazy on. Hey, even if you're someone that doesn't have a team or you have a team, you can have fun on this type of build, and you definitely can still compete in almost every game mode. But look, if y'all boys enjoyed these builds, hey, let me know if y'all might end up making a 6'9" demigod on this game. Hey, I'm gonna tell you this now. Once you end up getting your bag and you figure out how to dribble on this build, or you know when to take your shots and when to drive in the hole, you're gonna be unstoppable. But hey, make sure y'all boys drop a like on this video, subscribe, turn on notifications if y'all haven't yet. I'm gonna see y'all boys in the next one, and check out the 2 videos on the screen, man.